Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back along to another episode of the Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank, and today we're going to be doing a few things. We've got another farm tour to go and take a look at, another possible option for us to go and buy. So we're going to have a look at that in a few minutes' time. But before we do that, just thought I'd bring you along for the ride. We're starting to bring all the machinery that was down at the chicken yard there. The chickens have all gone. They've all been moved on, and we're starting to bring all the equipment back, because there's a few things that have been sold. I'm downsizing a little bit. Well, I don't think downsizing is correct. We're just not taking the equipment with us, really. There's a lot of equipment wherever we may end up going. There's a lot of equipment to take, so we're not going to do that. We're going to leave it all, and then all being well, we'll be able to get this transported across to wherever our new location may be. There's two more farms that we'll have a look at. Or two different locations I've got to have a look at would be the best way to say it. One of which is the one that we're having a look at in this video, and then there's one more on top of that, so watch this space for that one. We will be looking at hopefully trying to find a resolution very soon, within the month or so, because yeah, we haven't got much time left here before we get kicked out, so we need to think about that. But for right now, like I say, we're just going to get rid of a few bits and pieces, not too many, but hopefully just enough that speeds things up for us. That'll be good. And we'll see what that looks like there. So yeah, there's a lot to kind of consider there. But yeah, some of the bits of equipment are bits that I was probably going to be looking to replace some point next year anyway. Some bits are just old that just take up space and probably like you're going to get scrapped more than anything. We are getting rid of a tractor. And I'll tell you a bit more about that when we get ourselves up to the yard. So yeah, we are downgrading on reducing the fleet size a little bit there as well. So lots happening. Lots to kind of swallow at the moment there, because like I say, it is just, well, there's so much up in the air at the moment there, and it is unfortunate, but hey, that's where we are. That's what we're going to try and battle along with, so that's what we'll do. I hope this finds you well. There's a great reaction and comments and feedback to the last video that we had there, so thank you very much for that, when we went on that tour over in Northern Ireland. A beautiful farm, beautiful setup. It's just a little bit too logistically challenging, really, to get everything moved over there, so cost-wise, yeah, it would cost a lot more, and it's a big setup there as well, so the initial asking price was pretty high. It's a shade over 1.5 million, I do believe, all in, so it was a lot. And then I haven't begun to price up what that price to move across would be, but yeah, it's pretty substantial. Now, the cost, the asking price itself probably wouldn't be too much of a challenge, because we are being bought out. We do own a lot of the land around here, which we are having to forcibly relinquish. So, because of that, we do have money to afford that kind of farm asking price if we needed to, but of course we'd rather not. Okay. Let's have this moved in down here. So yeah, all the milking's done now. We've kind of wrapped that up. So all the milking has been completed. Contracts are finished. We haven't renewed. So all our cattle are just going dry at the moment. So we'll see how that one works out for us. This trailer that we have behind me, this one I don't think I'm going to sell, because this is more modern than the other ones. The other two trailers we're getting rid of. We're looking to replace those when we get over to where we're heading. But what I might do with this one, I think, is actually just reverse it up there for now. Now, as I mentioned, we are looking to get rid of a tractor. We just don't need to take it with us. It's not going to have any use in the new location. And don't worry, it's not one of the John Deeres. It is this little Asus right next to me here, with the Bowser on the back there. We don't, in all honesty, there we only had that to just do little errands and jobs around the chicken yard down when we had that in operation. So I've already found a buyer and sold the little trailer and the small little skid steer we had that went with it. That's gone. But yeah, we just don't have a need for it. So rather than try and figure out how like add that to the shipping and to the transfer, I just found a buyer quickly for it, and yeah, it's staying in the area, which is kind of nice. So that will be going soon. This red trailer to the side of me here, this one's going. We've had this for a long time. It can still do a job somewhere, but I'm just going to put it into a local auction, and we get what we get for it. So that'll be fine for me. pull it down out of the way, and then the counterpart to this trailer is also going as well. So anything that's being kind of sold off, we're just going to move and just take around to the front. And we'll, like I said, we're just going to take this around, just dump it in that front yard there. I am sticking with the idea, I can't shake the idea of getting rid of this stock trailer. Now I just don't know. You understand, we could use it, we could find a usage for it, but at the same time, it's, I don't know, we could always, we'll have to think about that one. Logically, I think it makes sense to keep it, but we'll see. So this is going to go here. Massey we're keeping, feeder we're keeping, we have to keep all those, absolutely we do. The balers we're keeping for now as well, there's no problem with those, we'll still need to feed wherever we go. The trusty old John Deere, that's staying of course, my tankers are staying. I don't know how much work we'll have for both of them when we, in the new place, wherever that may be, but we're going to see. All the loaders are staying for now as well, we'll have to wait and see. Again, it all depends on what we may end up doing is getting rid of one of the wheeled loaders, just depending upon the setup there, but because obviously we might not have two farms, we might just have one farm, so again, that's all, we're just going to hold on to them for now, especially the class, because I'm still making payments on the class, so if anything goes, it's going to be the mighty Pouse, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What I'm going to do, we're getting rid of the combination drill, that is going to go there. I was toying with the idea of changing out to a tine drill anyway, and next year, maybe something 4 or 5 meters, but yeah, that might happen. This is just got a little bit old, there's a few wearing parts that are about in need of being replaced, and a few gearboxes that aren't all that sound, so we'll see. Again, it all depends. I'm not going to get out of that way, we're going to have to go straight forward. Front press we'll keep for now. What I'm planning to do is load up each tractor with as much as it can carry. Front linkage, rear linkage, that kind of thing. Stick it onto a low loader, take all that equipment over. Obviously we don't have a combine at the moment because of what happened, so we'll be, depending upon how much land we have, that will dictate what we have to do there. Ooh, and then just cracked into that fence there. Get the stuff down here as well, and then pull that tractor down, and that's another little bit of tidying up to do. All I'm really doing at the moment is just tidying the yard up, figuring a few things out. We're going to need to keep that bucket though, that's not going anywhere. Need to keep all of that. But yeah, we're just kind of moving things around here really, just so we can get everything done, and then get it all ready to roll. So there's a lot to do, no doubt, but like I say, we're just slowly working our way through there. Some things are just staying, we just need to figure out what the overall plan is really, so I can actually move things, know where the destination is that they're all being moved to, I guess. But we will very much see that. Get around there. There we go. Okay, and so let's just stick this back into here for now, I guess, and park this up. Pull out of here because I need to be in that workshop. Okay. And then that John Deere 77 is in the wrong place, so we'll move that. And let's see what else we can get going with. We're going to move this old Asus with the Joystick on there around to the sales side, and then you're going to join us as we're in the truck as we go for our farm tour. Farm tour number 2. So it's going to be exciting. It was an interesting farm, an interesting setup there for sure, but we're going to go and have a look anyway. So we'll join you very shortly. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back inside the Nissan. We are off for our next visit. We're about an hour and a half south of MEADOW Grove. We're about to turn onto some very narrow little lanes as we swing through the Purbeck Valley. We're going to go and have a look at a dairy farm which is coming up for sale very shortly. This has all been lined up for me by my land agent who is taking care of all of that. So we're I think it's coming up very shortly, so we're gonna have a look at, see if it's okay, see how it fits, see the size of the place and all that good stuff. So we'll bring you along for a little bit of a tour around it first whilst I wait to meet the current farm owner. Oh lord, that's a tight turn. These roads are very twisty and narrow. It's gonna be a little bit similar to MEADOW Grove if we certainly did decide to take this route. There we go. And all we're going to do is head on up here. I believe at some stage we're a little bit further to go, but it's going to appear on our left eventually there, which would be pretty cool. And we just need to zip on up. So, like I say, we're going to have a look at this. There's a few pros to this one already. I mean, it's obviously closer to and easier to find than the... let's slow down there. Than the Northern Irish farm that we went and had a look at the other day. So it's going to be easy to get to, it's easy to transfer to. It's expensive though, that's certainly one con. And here we are actually. Let's just swing. We'll just park this for here for now, because we're going to have a quick walk around the buildings, then we're going to go for a bit of a drive through the farm itself. So the machinery is still here. He has sold all of his livestock off though, so that's good. A lot of storage buildings, which are looking in fairly good nick. Plenty of opportunity to store hay. It's quite a tight yard. You've got your silage pits down here by the looks of things, and then another building here to store something in, which is good. Now this was a fully functioning dairy farm up to like a month or two ago, so that's these builds are fairly modern and new and able to function. He was running about 180 head of dairy cattle though, so a smaller operation than we have, so that might be a challenge to try and get that all fit in, but nice clean looking sheds anyway. And then all the tracks out the back there to walk the cattle out on a daily basis, which is good. And yeah, like I say, we just want to have a look around. It is, like I mentioned, it is expensive there. I'm not sure how that's going to work for us, but just coming, it is quite an expensive pickup here if we should choose to go for it. And also the land sizes, the size of the yard or the farm for sale, it's not as big as certainly our current farm or even the farm we looked at last week there. So. A lot of mud in this corner as well, that might need to get sorted out. But yeah, nice slurry lagoon there as well. Everything's looking good from that perspective. Land-wise, it's as far up to the north as you can see to that tree line there. And then we're going to head out along for a bit of a drive out west. So everything you can see around here is all belonging to this farm. Oh, nice little tight tracks around here. As we go up that road there though, it goes for about another mile maybe up there. I don't quite know, but we'll have a look see anyway. I know where the end point is. I've had a look at the particulars for this place, so I know where that goes to. So we're going to go and have a look at that now, take a bit of a spin along the road. It is, I'm not sure what the land quality is like. I know that there's a lot of, there we go, get off. I know there's a lot of bad land around here, or grassland as well, so there's not too much in the way of arable land, which would be a little bit of a problem for me. I do rely on being able to produce cereal crops. So we'll see. But the grass itself doesn't look too bad. There's plenty of it around here right now as well. He hasn't mown that down, so it's interesting. But these roads are incredibly narrow and tight here. It's great to see. Really, really is. So you can't really see, but all the land on both sides belongs to this farm as well. And then this building in front of us, actually, this used to be the second farm building for this farmer, but he did sell this in an effort to try and get a bit more revenue in there, and it looks like it's a grain store at the moment. But this is the last field. This one right here as I back out onto the road. Let's just do a bit of that. So this is the last field. This is one of the only arable fields I think there, so that wouldn't be enough for what we need there, but that's always something we could look into. Like I mentioned, this is about 400 acres, which is not big enough for what we currently have, nor does it match the amount that we went to have a look at on in Northern Ireland there, but curiously it is about the same cost. So in one respect there, it's more expensive, but transport wise and logistically it's going to be a lot easier to get all the gear and the cattle and farther down here. But yeah, we're not getting as much money, we're not getting as much bang for our buck there really, so that's the other interesting aspect to that. But yeah, I do like the look of the farm buildings themselves though. Some of them are fairly modern and new there, got a good amount of potential. Dairy aspect of things shouldn't be too difficult to set up. What we're going to do is just have a quick spin down here, I reckon. Back out here. I'm going to have a chat with the farmer in just a few minutes there to have a look-see, just to see what's going on really, see what we need, see what we can bring in, all that good fun stuff. And kind of have a chat with his experience and then take that away and have a think about it all. But this is one of the lanes the cattle come walking down. Oh lords, it's bumpy. But yeah, plenty of grass on the other side. I do like to see that. And we'll we'll just get ourselves on the way down to the bottom here. This, at the end of this field that you're looking at here, this is the farther south that this land goes to. Good amount of grass though, I must say. And around we go. Not looking too bad. It's a beautiful day down here though. It's the land, some of the land itself looks nice and dry. I don't see any standing puddles or any plunged areas from the cattle anywhere around on this, the immediate area here, so that could be quite good. You never know when you're picking up new land there what the drainage is going to be like until you kind of get into it. So, but from an offset, it doesn't look too bad. And we'll see how it goes with the farm. Really see what his views are, and we'll take it from there. So just really wanted to show you the next brief little location that we're having to look into. Let's just park this here. And so yeah, this is going to be an interesting one. This is going to be number 2. There's one more lined up that we're going to have a look into as well. So hopefully we'll see that one in the next week or so, and then we'll be able to... I think that's going to be an option of those 3 there. So we'll kind of look at them all, evaluate each of them by the merits, and we'll see where it goes. So this is looking actually bumpy, but where's this go? Out to another little grass field up here. So a lot of small little fields it would look like, but there are quite a few fields there anyway to make up with it. Like these are more paddocks than anything else, but hey, we'll take what we have to really in this instance. For now though, we're going to leave it here. So thank you ever so much for watching. I've been Frank. I do hope you have enjoyed this latest little update. And then we're kind of getting back to selling things on the farm, stripping down our assets that we don't need, and getting ready for the big move whenever that might be. So we'll bring you more updates as soon as we have them later on next week. Until then, have yourself a great day. Enjoy what you're doing as always, and we'll see you later.